Now, y'all, them, it's old Judge again, so today I want to tell you a story coming out of Joshua chapter 6. Now, here's what you got. You got them old Israelites, and they've done come out of the wilderness for 40 years, and they're in the promised land, the land of milk and honey, because that's what they've been looking for. And they got there, and they said, all right, now what are we going to do now? And they said, I don't know. So they went to old Joshua. Joshua, he's a leader now, because Moses and Aaron, they didn't make it in the promised land. So they turned it over to old Joshua. So he's top dog. So old Joshua said, I know, let's send out some spies and see what they can see. So they said, all right, let's do that. They sent spies out. Spies come back a little while later, and they said, we found us a city of Jericho. I say, we take her. So he said, all right. He said, well, look, I tell you what, let me go pray to God about it, see what he says about it. So that's what old Joshua did, and old God told him, he said, here's what you do. Get you 7 priests, 7 ram's horns, and get you all your military men, and get the Ark of the Covenant, like the Ark of Indiana Jones, that Ark. Get all that, and I want you to march around the city of Jericho for 6 days. Do it one time, and then on the 7th day, I want you to march around it 7 times, and on that 7th time, I want y'all to get wild and crazy, and I'll show you what I can do. So that's what they did. So they did. First day they went around it once, and old Joshua, he told them, he said, y'all be real quiet like little mices and don't say nothing until I tell you to. So that's what they did. And see, I looked it up because I was curious. I wonder how big old Jericho is. And if you're wondering, it's about 6 acres. And if you don't know how big 6 acres is, let's say it's big enough. 6 acres, you can grow about 12,000 pounds of tuna backer. That's about how big it is, if you're curious. So on the 7th day, they walked around it 7 times, and on that last one, old Joshua, he said, let them have it, boys, and they got to hooting and hollering. They was blowing their little tooters and hooting and carrying on, and the walls of Jericho fell to the ground. And then they said, let's go get them, boys. And they run up in there, and they killed every one of them. They killed the men, the women, the old, the young, the oxen, the donkeys. They killed everything. I don't know why they killed the oxen. I kind of like them, but anyway. Save a donkey or two, but they did. And old God, he told them, look, he said, don't be taking anything you take, you put it in the Lord's treasury. You don't be taking it for yourself. See, that's another story. Somebody didn't do that. So then, after it was done, old Joshua, he said, I'm going to put a curse on Jericho. He said, anybody that tries to rebuild it, when you start to building it, you're going to lose your firstborn. And by the time you get the doors hung, you're going to lose your youngest. And that's what happened. And ain't nobody been able to build Jericho as far as I can see. So that's all for Joshua chapter 6. Y'all have a good one now.